So we have a quick video, man. We have to talk about the crazy moment that happened within this really good game. Kiki Arifin getting a flagrant foul, and then also Brittney Sykes getting a flagrant foul, all on the same player. We are about to get into it.
Welcome back, basketball fam. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into a WNBA preseason firestorm that's lighting up the sports world. This explosive controversy has fans buzzing, social media blazing, and serious questions flying about where the line is drawn in the name of competition and class. You won't want to miss this.
That's Kiki Arifin, and I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is.
Washington Mystics guard Brittney Sykes has found herself at the heart of a WNBA preseason firestorm after delivering a controversial, hard foul on Indiana Fever veteran Sophie Cunningham. The clip has since gone viral, splitting fans and analysts alike. While some are calling it a gritty hustle play, others are labeling it flat-out dirty, with loud calls for a league suspension. But the drama doesn't stop there. Rising college phenom Lucy Olsen has jumped into the fray, weighing in on the incident and offering a powerful take on how the women's hoops world views toughness and the fine line between passion and foul play.
So at this particular moment, Sophie Cunningham was getting it in, getting that momentum going. The Fever were down, and they were trying to fight back into it. I think it was like 33-20. So it was down 13. And yeah, trying to get a rebound, trying to get the Fever back into the game.
In this video, we're breaking down every angle of the incident that's shaking up the WNBA preseason. From Sophie Cunningham's unfiltered, in-the-moment reaction to Brittney Sykes' silence, or calculated lack of response, we're unpacking it all. We'll dive into the media frenzy, fan outrage, Lucy Olsen's powerful commentary, and the possible disciplinary actions Sykes might face. This isn't just a preseason scuffle. This moment could set the tone for the entire 2025 WNBA season.
Sophie ended up rebounding at the same time Kiki did, and it was some tussling, rumbling, stumbling going on, man. Let's get into the footage right here.
Passing with flying colors, and there's the takedown from behind that she didn't like so much, and then steps up and says, "Hey, rookie, we're not going to do that here."
And Lexi Hall right away gets the swing because she knows what's coming. When you came here, and you're coming here to win. You're not going to take any extra. So we're going to upload this.
Now, looking from that angle, I don't know, man. It looked like she grabbed her, slung her down. Then it looked like for 1 minute, Sophie had her arm just a tad bit. So maybe she was trying to sling her off. But from this angle right here, it looked like Kiki kind of just threw her down, right? But from the other angle, it looked like maybe Sophie was holding her arm. I have to go Kiki in the wrong with this one, man. I have to go with Kiki is in the wrong with this one. You can't just be slamming players, man. You can't slam players on the ground. But
the incident unfolded during a highly anticipated preseason clash between the Indiana Fever and the Washington Mystics. With tensions running high in the second quarter, both squads were locked in a gritty battle, determined to make an early statement. Sophie Cunningham, renowned for her relentless energy and physical play, had just snagged a rebound in transition, setting the stage for what would become one of the most talked about moments of the WNBA preseason.
This proves there is an agenda against the Indiana Fever. There is an attack.
Since the footage of the altercation hit social media, it's exploded across platforms, sparking a wildfire of opinions from fans, analysts, and even former players. The internet is ablaze with debate. Did the reactions from both Sykes and Cunningham cross the line, or were they just intense expressions of the grit and fire that define elite-level competition? The moment has become a flashpoint in a larger conversation about where passion ends and poor sportsmanship begins.
This is the first time we're witnessing this. They're attacking Sophie Cunningham just like they did Caitlin last year. There is an agenda against this basketball team, and I'm calling it out right now. The league better step in immediately. They better step in immediately. We better not be dealing with what we dealt with last year with
As Cunningham pushed the ball up the court in transition, she was suddenly met with a hard, jarring hit from Mystics guard Brittney Sykes. The contact was forceful and appeared completely unprovoked, sending Cunningham crashing to the hardwood. The arena erupted with gasps as the play came to a screeching halt. Referees quickly intervened, and after a tense review, Sykes was hit with a flagrant...
Look, the biggest thing is we got to think long term. Like, we got to make sure that we're not putting Caitlin at risk for injury. We're not putting our team in a position, where we're thinking short term and not long term. It's a long season, 4 more games than last season. So we want to make sure that we're extra cautious and put her health and wellness first and foremost. And honestly, it's been one day at a time. How she's reacted to the treatment, how she's reacted to workouts. So positive progress is being made, but we can't be...
For those less familiar with WNBA rules, a flagrant foul is defined as unnecessary contact, serious enough to warrant official review, but not quite at the level of a flagrant 2, which would mean an immediate ejection. Still, this call was a game changer. The energy in the arena shifted. The replay only poured fuel on the fire. Cunningham was focused down court, eyes locked ahead, while Sykes made no clear attempt at the ball. To many, it didn't look like a defensive play. It looked like a deliberate check, a bold and physical statement.
My God, Sophie's a dog. She just is, she's a competitor. She's versatile, so she allows us to do different things. Like, she plays with such toughness. She's huge, and she's going to be for us all season long. But what she brings from an energy standpoint, she raises the level of play of everybody around her as soon as she steps foot on the floor. Hell, even on the sideline. Her communication, everything. She's definitely an X factor.
Sophie Cunningham is far from the type of player who'll back down. Renowned across the league for her fearless, gritty style, Cunningham absorbed the hit, but didn't stay down for long. She sprang to her feet, eyes locked on Sykes, her fury palpable. Courtside microphones and lip readers on social media caught her exact words. "You don't _ do that." It was a raw, unfiltered burst of emotion. A moment that perfectly captured the fierce competitive fire that defines her.
Lexi Hull gets a nice steal here, runs down the court, finds Sophie Cunningham, who pumps up the...
Thrown on the drive. High arcing pass, it was too high. Hull pulls down the rebound. Here's Cunningham again. Cunningham, coast to coast.
What a first half for Sophie Cunningham.
And this is as we've clawed back after being down 15.
Her teammates didn't rush in to hold her back. They charged in to have her back. The tension on the court was thick, but instead of allowing the moment to escalate, Cunningham did what she does best. She let her game speak for itself. The rest of the night was a masterclass in leadership and resilience. Cunningham dominated, finishing with 21 points, 8 rebounds, and several clutch shots when it mattered most. Her performance carried the Indiana Fever to a 79-74 overtime victory, solidifying her role as both a player and a leader.
You may be right. This game is almost over. It's almost over. Let me see the score. 79-74, 54 seconds left. Fever leading. And I don't know if they're going to end up winning or not, but Sophie Cunningham has been an absolute beast in this game. 34 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field, 54%, 21 points. And she has thrown in, let me just see here, it looks like 8 rebounds. And how many assists does she have? She's got 2 assists. She's been an absolute beast in this game.
Even after the game, Cunningham maintained her composure, delivering a cool yet resolute response. We'll let the league review it. I've got a job to do. That poised, no-nonsense attitude only fueled her growing admiration among fans. Social media erupted almost immediately, with clips of the foul going viral across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. It wasn't just casual fans chiming in. Former players, analysts, and media outlets all weighed in with their takes. Some called the play blatant and unacceptable. One tweet, which quickly racked up over 30,000 likes, read, "That was a cheap shot. The league better respond. You can't let that slide." Another post fired back, "This isn't just aggressive defense. That was reckless and dangerous."
I'm glad Sophie is okay. It happens, It seemed like Kiki wasn't trying to fight, wasn't trying to have any malice behind what she was doing. So, she had a crazy smirk. Look at the crazy smirk, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I don't know. Heat of the moment. It happens, but yeah, man, you just don't want to see anybody throwing hands or anything like that, man. Of course, it was a flagrant one, so they blamed it on Area Finn.
Within hours, hashtags like #SuspendedSykes, #SophieStrong, and #WNBA Accountability were trending across social media. But not everyone was quick to condemn. Some fans took a more forgiving stance, arguing, it's preseason. It's intense. Everyone's rusty. Let's not crucify a vet for one bad moment. However, the prevailing sentiment was one of concern. Concern for players' safety and for what kind of message this sends as the WNBA enters a new era marked by heightened visibility, competitiveness, and physicality. This was more than just a controversial play. It was a moment that could shape the league's future.
And it's getting ugly already out there. There was a couple of ugly fouls. And the retards, as I like to call them, the RAHTARDSs, they are already now attacking Sophie Cunningham. Oh, they're mad. The MAGA Barbies got them angry. They're cheering on violence against this basketball player. Sophie Cunningham just got through by a rookie.
Back in the Indiana Fever locker room, there was no question where the team stood. Head coach Stephanie White spoke to the media with clear conviction. Sophie's leadership speaks volumes. She plays with heart and grit, and tonight, she showed what it truly means to lead through adversity. Teammates like Aaliyah Boston and Erica Wheeler quickly took to Instagram and X to show their support for Cunningham. Boston shared the clip of the foul, adding the powerful caption, that part. Not here for it. Protect Sophie.
And here we go.
Not too strong there from Olsen. Cunningham pulls. That's feistiness.
There you go.
He is fierce in the game. And I know it wasn't announced that Caitlin Clark wouldn't play until right before. This is a preseason game where Clark is not available. And yet.
And that's Kiki Arafin. And I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is.